Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Prime podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And today we are watching Legacy, the 46th episode of Transformers Prime. First aired September 21st, 2012. Written by frequent series writer Marcia Griffin. She last wrote the second part of the first season finale, so we haven't seen her in a while.
Aha.
And
it's directed by the haunting Negosian again.
Yes.
Who, he seems to be directing like almost every episode, or at least every episode I notice who's directed it.
Yes, it's very nice.
He's gotten really good at directing action.
Mm-hmm. And this is where the show starts getting very serialized.
Yeah. Man, it's just suddenly new MacGuffins and things.
Well, it's been new MacGuffins the whole season, and last season it was all Unicron nonsense.
I know, but it's like, we'll talk about it, but I feel like they didn't really concisely wrap up all the MacGuffins they already had going on. Suddenly there's just new additional classifications of MacGuffins.
Yeah, so get ready. The next 7 episodes are basically the 7-part season finale.
That's a lot of parts.
Yes, one of them is a clip show.
Oh boy! Like Avengers Endgame.
Spoilers. Oh, well, it's Monday. The embargo's lifted.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even on this podcast, we have a Patreon. Go listen to the Patreon. It's $1. Do that.
I really feel like at this point, if you haven't seen it, you don't care that much, so yeah.
Yeah, you're either a person who's waiting for it to come on Netflix, or, I don't know, your life has just been a disaster for the last 2 weeks.
I mean,
so is mine, but I still saw it.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
So anyway, this opens very inauspiciously with Smokescreen and Bumblebee kind of having a bit of a road race. And Smokescreen is not familiar with your human ways, like speed limits.
Yeah, so he points out that the speedometer in the car that he has scanned indicates that he can go like 150. It's like, so obviously I'm supposed to go 150. And I started out writing a note saying that Smokescreen has a lot to learn about humans, but then I ended up writing Smokescreen has a lot to learn about hubris. Because I felt like that was more apt.
This is like the first time we get a good look at his alt mode?
Yes.
With the 38 written on it, which just reminded me that our lost co-host Alex, didn't they do the deco of classic Smokescreen?
Yes.
Ooh, sweet. Aw,
Yeah.
classics. I remember classics.
So anyway,
now they're back in War for Cybertron form with more Greeblies.
I love Greeblies. I don't love Greeblies.
They almost get into an accident, and the driver is mad, and he's also Frank Welker wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is clearly an older, possibly drunk Fred Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyway, there is a confrontation. Smokescreen, also not quite gathering the whole robots in disguise thing, transforms and tries to freak him out. And he takes a picture and puts it up on the internet.
So, I mentioned before how Smokescreen is apparently our archetypal Autobot cutie, And it is important to note that one of the primary characteristics of the cutie is being dumb as a brick.
Oh, yes.
So he absolutely has the dumb as a brick part down. I thought we might get one of the other characteristics of being a cutie later, but fortunately that did not come to pass.
His character type is cutie. To me, he just, like, this entire episode reads as, oh, he's exactly what everyone complains that Rodimus Prime is.
Yes.
He is a turbo revving young punk.
Yes. Yeah. He is a turbo revving young punk. But no one has yet straightened him out.
Yes. So this kid needs a cup or a rat trap or something.
Yeah. Also, I feel, you know what he doesn't need, as we will learn through the course of this episode, is Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of my notes is likening, like, Smokescreen is worse than animated Bumblebee at being a horrible influence.
Yeah, although I would say there's more malice with Bumblebee. Bumblebee was just kind of mean.
Yeah, he was... Smokescreen's just sort of, like, dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of a dope.
Bumblebee was more of a childish jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Smokescreen seems like he should know better, but he still does this shit anyway.
Yeah, I would definitely say that animated Bumblebee felt like maybe 12, and Smokescreen feels like he's 16 and should absolutely know better, but still thinks this is hilarious. Also, I feel like this character... Okay, I was surprised that this character would have a phone to begin with. However, I suspect that still in the year 2019, this character still has a flip phone.
Yeah. Wait, when was this? This was...
2012. I think we had mostly moved on to smartphones at this point.
Miko still had a flip phone.
Yeah, Miko still had... Yeah, it is weird that Miko still had one, but she was Japanese and... Flip phones are still, I think, a thing in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah.
But, I had a flip phone for a long time. I think I might have still had one in 2012. Maybe. Probably beyond that.
You're an aberration when it comes to these things.
Yeah, I'm slightly Luddite in that I'm slow to adapt to some technology. After the first time I tried to upgrade my own computer by putting a CD drive in it, and it took over a week to get it to fucking work. And this wasn't without using Linux or any fancy shit. This was just getting it to work in Windows and have sound to play.
I mean, there was a long time where drivers were a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So
and then it became easier.
That's fair.
And now it seems harder again. I don't know. In upgrading my new hard drive in my computer, I somehow disconnected my DVD player.
Good job. See, I reminisce about those old times by intentionally putting roadblocks in my own way, such as insisting on running Linux.
Yeah, I tried that once, didn't really like it, could never get the sound to work, even after months of trying.
Yeah. So anyway, Smokescreen's an idiot.
Yes, but luckily nobody gets, murdered here. But, so we get back to the Autobot base.
Is that a Transformers the Movie reference? Because I feel like that's Transformers the Movie reference to Hot Rod. Jumping into the fight against Optimus Prime and getting him killed.
And unfortunately, Raph isn't there to go and delete it because he is busy looking for a new house because the Decepticons now know where he lives.
I feel like the voice cast for this episode is a lot smaller than usual.
We're saving a little money here. There's no Miko, there's no Raph, there's no Fowler.
There's not really any other Decepticons except, Megatron and some Viacons, and I'm not even sure the Viacons get to say anything.
A couple of them do have lines, and I think one of them is definitely
but...
just Frank Welker.
Yeah. So Raph is getting new, is it government housing?
I guess, yeah.
How does that work out? It's like, you won a lottery and the government's giving you how is this explained to his mother?
I assume Agent Fowler is like, listen, we found like a new fault line under your house. And
yeah, I guess
it's going to like crumble into a sinkhole. But so you got to move, but we're going to pay for it. And also, your son's not going to be around for long stretches of time. Don't ask.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
He's got a Stark Foundation grant.
Somebody says, but I didn't note it, that Smokescreen is an oversight that must be corrected, although I might have perverted what somebody said. But he is an oversight.
That does sound like a Ratchet line.
Yeah.
He is being exceptionally mean in this episode, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
So anyway, they've decided that, we need to, Smokescreen is a moron, and so we need a human to show him around and let him know human things so he doesn't embarrass us and or expose us. And Raph is busy.
Like, Optimus is like, well, it's not entirely Smokescreen's fault. I'm like, no, it's entirely Smokescreen's fault. But he's like, well, we haven't taught him, we haven't taken the time to properly, acclimate him to the planet. I'm like, I guess, but it was still Smokescreen's fault.
So yeah, it's, we must find him a human buddy. And to which Ratchet said, isn't having 3 humans enough? And everyone just kind of looks at him.
Like, come on,
and he still hates humans. I like that. It's a consistent character trait that, like, he'd rather not have any humans at all.
Yeah, like, listen, I'm basically okay with 3 we've got now. We're not getting any more.
We got an
You're lucky I let that...
He's not a cat person, but your new roommate has a cat, and it's like, okay, I get along with your cat because your cat doesn't, like, pee on my stuff or anything, and it's okay, but we're not getting another cat.
Listen, you're lucky I let that one kid's mom come around.
Yeah, we've had up to 5 of them in here. Like, 3 is already too many. Like, if we're gonna have any, just cut it down to 2. That's how many cats you're supposed to have, but that's never how many you have.
I think they should have, it's like ferrets. You get 1, and the next thing you know, you've got 3. I think they should have paired Smokescreen up with Ms. Darby.
That probably makes the most sense.
That would have been the best option. Because, like, you're pairing Smokescreen up with any of these hormone-addled little teenagers. Bad idea. That's just compounding the issue.
But listen, I think we're already running into some...
Smokescreen needs an adult.
Yes.
But listen, I think we're already running into some budget issues on this show, and we are not paying Night Court money to get Marky Post out in here.
Yeah, if they're not even getting, like, Steve Bloom to do a random Viacon for this episode, they're not pulling Marky Post in.
So indeed, they decided, Jack, you are the best human, so you accompany Smokescreen.
RC isn't jealous so much as she's just not quite, but I could just imagine her, like, yelling and buckle your seatbelt after them. So.
Yeah.
And it turns out she was right.
Bulkhead jealous. She's just doesn't see this ending well.
No, and it turns out that RC is indeed correct. Because after an encounter with red-headed bully Vince, in which I believe is his last appearance.
First one in a long time, too.
Which to me just says that Smokescreen did something to him off-screen.
Well, so he pulls up alongside him, and he hucks a perfectly good burger at him.
Yeah,
who throws a perfectly good... Like, this is the weirdest bully.
Yes. And so then they get their revenge by covering his car in burgers. Where are they getting those burgers?
From the place that Jack works.
I guess, are these like the ones we were going to throw out?
Probably. Probably it's the stuff at the end of the night. I think it's stuff at the end of the night.
If anybody finds it, it's like, oh, who doesn't like this guy who has access to lots of hamburgers? Jack's going to get his ass stuffed in a locker tomorrow.
Well, maybe that's why later on we find out that he and Smokescreen have shoved pizza up his boss's tailpipe.
Yeah, what the fuck?
damn it, it's supposed to be potatoes, Jack.
I couldn't find any potatoes, and there was a Domino's across the road, so...
I mean, that's about what Domino's is good for, so that's fair.
Also, when you were drunk.
Yes.
And RC is not amused.
Is it this episode where Jack says something later like he pulled a Miko?
That is this episode.
Like he's filling Miko's role this whole episode.
I know.
It's strange.
Yes. I mean, it's probably... They're definitely... I mean, that's the problem, is they're playing off each other. They're just, like, encouraging each other's worst impulses.
Yeah, Smokescreen is that bad friend you shouldn't hang out with, but do anyways sometimes, and end up regretting it.
Yes,
so
Smokescreen is like me whenever I'm hanging out with somebody and they tell me to talk them out of buying something. Because I am always like, no, now you have to buy it. Because I am the worst at money. Yeah, I think Smokescreen could have really used some mom Darby here, but alas, yes. I guess she was probably busy having an adult job like an adult.
Also, it would be extremely weird for her to be in that car.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not as weird as like an actual 16-year-old who obviously stole it from his dad or something if he's driving around in that.
Stole from somewhere.
Yeah. So anyway, back at the Nemesis, they've got another set of Iacon coordinates, and so they put a decoy on Soundwave to distract them from the real one. Yeah, this is very clever.
They have a new set of Iacon coordinates, and also this time they've got a decoy.
Yes. So the Autobots are not quite there yet. So RC, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and Prime all end up chasing after this fake one.
Yes.
In a really nice, like, we only see a little bit, like, nice scenery in China, foggy little, those weird pokey mountains sticking up out of the fog. That looked neat.
I think they're on the island from Mist.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's really neat. I think on the map we do see it's somewhere in China, Mongolia, around there somewhere, but it strikes me like, well, I probably thought of it before, but it definitely seems like now, like, every time they find coordinates, like the Autobots and the Decepticons figure them out, the same ones at the same time, it seems. Mm. Like, I don't remember anywhere it's like, oh, they're going after two different ones. Well, that probably did happen and my memory has just forgotten.
Oops.
But it's like they're going in exact order of the list. It's like, why isn't one side starting at the bottom? Do it backwards.
So anyway, the Decepticons have found this other one, and this is a really cool scene where they've got like the Insecticons and Viacons all doing sort of the grunt work. And they're excavating all this rock, and they finally find it's like the hilt of a sword sticking out of a rock, and immediately, dun. Does this remind you of anything?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of the first Thor movie.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, sadly, Stan Lee is not here to try and pull this out with his truck.
I wish.
No. Yeah, and then Megatron's all, oh, this is bad. This must never fall into the hands of Optimus Prime. It's like he's reacting as if he's the hero. It's like, well, the bad guys can't get this.
Yes.
Yeah, this episode, I think we see more scared Megatron than we've seen in, like, the entire series.
Yes.
Yeah, which is really weird, especially since, like, you'd expect that would have happened, like, when Unicron rejected him or something.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, we found a stabby thing of legend. Ooh, and I'm peeing my robo britches.
I mean, we do later find out that he pretty much should be peeing his robo britches.
Yeah, it is really powerful. It just seems like before he sees this actually happen, Megatron seems unusually afraid of an object for the first time ever.
He must know what the deal with it is.
Yeah, it's like he would have seen it. Like, it would have been nice to see a flashback where he saw somebody use it. It's like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
But no, it's like he's just spooked out because of spooky, scary thing.
So he can just pull this right out of the rock, right? No problem. Everything's fine.
No,
come and yank it
but
right out.
But indeed, only he who is worthy or is a prime can pull the can wield the power of the Star Saber, because that's what this thing is.
Yeah,
you have to have the power of the primes.
Of course, it's a star. It's a name that's been around since it was anime. No, it was,
Transformers Armada. The one that first made it an actual sword, whereas before that, Star Saber was a guy.
Yes.
Oh, right. I've heard about it.
Yes, from Victory.
Yes, and then in Armada, it was a sword made out of 3 planes.
Yes, as you do. Which is totally structurally sound and not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love that, those mini-cons though, so I'm okay with it.
It's a reasonably good step that they stay together better than some of the other ones.
I mean, they fudged it in the cartoon, where it turned from 3 planes into something that basically looked like a lightsaber.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and there was even like a play toy action thingy of it.
Oh, that's right, there was. Yes.
Yes. Because I guess that's the thing that sells to actual children if, you're trying to sell things to actual children for some reason. Why would you want to do that? They're so
Children
boring.
love lightsabers.
Children are boring.
But lightsabers are fun. Oh, at some point we must see the backside of Optimus in this episode, because I have a note. Prime has no ass. This is un-American.
So, and
yes,
also there's a line.
So I most of this season I saw when it aired and then didn't really rewatch. So I was a little concerned that we were going to get the second quality of being an Autobot cutie being the goddamn chosen one.
Yes.
Which we will get to, but that does not happen. But when I saw this, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be Smokescreen. Damn it.
Anyway, I appreciate that Megatron has a line here about how the sword is like generating a force field or like an energy shield throughout the rock or something, so they can't just break away like the rock around it.
Because he tries. Oh, yes. He tries.
Yes. Instead, they just have to carve out this huge ass chunk of rock. Because Megatron is desperate that this not fall into the hands of the Autobots.
Yes.
Yeah. Although in a way it's kind of weird, like they're cutting it down to like a large chunk, but why isn't it like a roundish chunk? It's just this weird oblong shape.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's just where the natural break in the rock was.
I guess so.
Seems legit.
Yeah. So anyway, its signal finally reaches Ratchet, and he can't get to the other Autobots whose communications are being jammed. So he has to rely, alas, on Smokescreen. Because
womp womp.
And then then Jack pulls a Miko he says that he pulled a Miko, and he sneaks along.
Yes. Smokescreen's like, hey, he didn't say I had to do this alone. Ha ha.
And
my new best friend.
Much like Miko most of the time, Jack sneaking along amounts to nothing.
Pretty much, yes.
Like, he tells Smokescreen, don't do that. Smokescreen does that anyway.
Yes. Do not do this cool thing.
But, this cool thing, I need to do it. You gotta do the cool thing.
And Jack is, he's still a little reasonable, because he's all, hey, Megatron hasn't pulled that thing out. Maybe we shouldn't tempt fate here. But indeed, Smokescreen just leaps right into it, tries to pull the sword out, and it surprisingly is not the chosen one, because that thing ain't going anywhere.
Womp womp. See, what he needs to do, he needs the power of the primes, right? So he needs like a little thing that he can attach to a thing on his arm, or like a baby carrier on his chest, and then he can use the power of the primes.
At the very least, he's going to need some Stanbush.
Yes, he absolutely needs some Stanbush. That's where he's gone wrong.
Oh, don't dare him to do that. He might.
Well, I mean, he can win if he dares. And also, he's totally unaware of what the whole deal with the Star Saber is, because he's just like, oh, geez, it's really wedged in there.
Yeah, you would think he would have come across this
of all the characters that would know. Like, he was there when it was shot off into space, basically.
He probably also wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he was probably like, "Oh, we gotta get into a fight. Oh boy, let's do something dumb."
He's a goldfish.
He is. He's a gold. Again, like I said, a basic quality of the cutie is being dumb as a rock.
Yes. So a Ratchet has gone to notify the Autobots that shit is going down, and the Nemesis has just dropped a giant tow cable and is picking up this huge ass rock.
Yes.
And it seems to be straining to do it. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's a big piece of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they keep referring to it as the mountain.
It's a spaceship that's always hovering.
Well, yeah, it's it's really a massive boulder more than a mountain, but they do keep referring to it as a mountain that they're lifting, which is pretty significant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very heavy.
So, right before Smokescreen get murdered, the rest of the Autobots get there. Prime seems to have a pretty good idea of what is going on. And RC, meanwhile, she's not mad at you, Jack. She's just very disappointed. Well, actually, no, she's also actually mad at him.
Yep, Mom C
but
comes
she's also
to the
disappointed. I think this pretty much solves our mom v girlfriend dichotomy.
Yes. Yeah. She's definitely on the mom side at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, there hasn't been any flirting between them in quite a while. It's a shame.
I think we all collectively decided that was weird.
Yeah, including, the writers.
Yes. Anyway, so there's I really like the scale of this action sequence where Prime is like tiny on this giant rock.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, but it's also very video gamey, like he's platform jumping, and then every once in a while he has to transform to drive.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool, very video gamey though.
I was hoping for what happened, but it didn't end hilariously like I thought it would, which was that I figured he would be up there hanging on just by the sword, and then because he is a Prime, the sword would come out of the rock, and then he would plummet to the ground. Except that does happen, except then he lands really impressively, and I'm like, that's not disappointing, but kind of disappointing.
Yeah, he kind of does the superhero landing, except it's with a sword, so it's even cooler.
Yeah, it's obscenely cool, frankly.
I really would have liked a Wile E. Coyote landing, but...
Alas.
No, instead, by the power of Grayskull, he has the power.
He has the Star Saber.
Yeah. He's holding it aloft in a kind of very...
Oh, and there's a really annoying line, because like, as he, after Megatron's shooting at him, he dislodges the sword and starts falling. Smokescreen says the most annoying thing, I got it loose for him. At which point, I mean, I haven't liked Smokescreen at all, but that's like the most hate I've felt for him. like he's that annoying shit at the end of Conan 2, Destroyer. Where the little annoying cowardly thief just sticks his sword into the giant god monster that was Andre the Giant in a costume. He's like, yay, I'm the hero. I was like, oh, fuck you, you little asshole. Fuck you, Smokescreen.
Ouch. And I believe...
I don't like the cutie.
And in that case, are you talking about... Is that the guy who plays Bob the Goon in...
I think so. I haven't seen...
In Batman?
That Conan in quite a while.
I think that's the guy.
It's either that guy or the guy who kind of looks like him who was in Blade Runner and Batman the Animated
Animated
Series.
Guy is not in Conan.
Okay.
William Sanderson? I was just
William Sanderson, yes.
Just came across him in, I've been catching up on American Gods Season 2. And he has a brief appearance in that, and I was very happy.
No, but apparently he and Tracy Walter, the guy who plays Bob the Goon, they're just constantly being mistaken for each other.
Well, they look so much like they're freaking like Larry, Daryl, and Daryl brothers look. Weird.
Like people will come up to William Sanderson and say how much they liked him in Batman.
That sounds kind of disappointing, considering there are lots of things he was actually in that you could say you liked him in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely more understandable than people coming up to Samuel Jackson and saying how much they liked The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, short little white character actor, easier to confuse.
Anyway, so Megatron's, he is in full blown, we have to, Optimus Prime must be stopped no matter the cost.
Yeah, this is like I said, this is the first time, I mean, maybe not the first time, but it's one of very few times that you see him legitimately afraid.
And the expressions are great here.
Yes.
The shark is afraid. It's really weird.
No, it's a scaredy shark.
So they just drop this rock on him, and it's rolling towards him, but then he just uses this sword and its cool glowy effects to just cut this rock in half.
That's not how swords work.
I mean, it's like a magic sword, though.
It's a magic sword.
Yes.
As we find out later, it even talks.
Yes.
Well, someone talks through it.
BRB talking to my sword.
Although, I'm wondering about, the physics of it is impossible anyway, but, that he does an underhand swipe on it, it's like, would that be the most efficient way to cut a mountain in half?
I mean,
I don't know.
The thing is, you sort of, you make a cut in the air and it sends out like an energy, shockwave.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about leverage because it's a clean slice. It doesn't just shatter. I don't know. And the physics of the impossible.
And then he also uses it to blast the Nemesis, and it almost crashes.
Yeah, I was hoping it would crash.
And so
they spend the rest of the season just parked and having a siege outside of it's like, hey, it's Beast Wars all over again.
I was thinking it's going to be like the Ninja Turtles, where the Technodrome ended up in a different place every season, and the entire season was about getting it powered up. And then it was powered up for about 5 minutes in the season finale, and it ended up, in Dimension X or the center of the Earth or something. Again,
I do kind of like cheesy shit like that.
Like way to sell that toy, Ninja Turtles guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Shredder, we have to get this out of Dimension X.
Back into, I guess, the New York subway. Doesn't seem like an upgrade.
I think they do eventually crash it, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't remember how that series ended.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out in, a couple of months.
That series ended with me hitting puberty. Sorry. I got a little old. Actually, that's a lie. I was, super into G2 as it was running. It's just that specifically Ninja Turtles sort of petered out to the point where I wasn't actually interested, even though I was, entirely still the target audience as far as I was concerned.
Oh no, I was talking about Transformers Prime. I thought, wait, you hit puberty in 2013?
There's a lot about me you don't know, man.
Well, clearly. Anywho, so Megatron's all, this is our darkest hour.
Oh, man.
Which was cute to hear Megatron say that.
So we're back at the Autobot base. RC just tells Jack to go the F home, because we'll talk later.
I like how, how Ratchet is he's not even gonna argue with her, he's just gonna open up the space bridge. Or the ground bridge.
Yep.
It's just there's just that shot of him just I guess I'm doing that.
Oh, and I forgot to mention one of my favorite unintentionally comic bits of the episode, where Megatron has released that big rocket rolling towards Prime, and the Autobots are, yelling at Prime, Prime, look out, and he's just kind of I mean, presumably he's doing something like, forming a bond with the sword or something, but it kind of looks like he's just staring at it because it's shiny.
Yeah.
Like he's that Dom DeLuise crow in Secret of Nim.
Yes.
Ooh, sparkly.
He's a magpie.
A magpie, my mistake. He is Dom DeLuise, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. Anyway, so yeah, we're at the base. RC is going to yell at Jack later, and she's going to yell at Smokescreen now.
Yes. Mom C is on the warpath.
Yes. But anyway, now the sword starts talking to Prime, and he's getting a message from Alpha Trion.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, he just his eyes just glaze over, and they're like, Prime, hey. BRB talking to my sword.
Yep. And it's a to be continued.
Dun dun dun, we do not get to see Alpha Trion yet, because that would require apparently more voice budget than they had for this episode. They have to spend all the voice budget on the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because next episode we've got a special guest star and everything.
Yep, it's one of those. Special guest star.
So of course,
I forgot this was a big multi-part thing, but hey, here we go. Multi-parter.
Yeah, and it's hard to judge this one on its own because it's not really part of a multi-parter, but it also kind of is.
Yeah.
It's...
I mean, it definitely felt like it felt pretty short and things just sort of happen and then it's over. It didn't feel like a very substantial episode.
Yes, and we didn't quite, Smokescreen has this, character issue that he has to address, but he didn't really have a chance to address it because, the episode ends and he just gets yelled at. But presumably by the end of this, he will, prove himself.
Presumably.
Yes.
Or he'll get killed. One or the other.
Yes. But I really do like the idea of Megatron taking this Star Saber as an existential threat to the Decepticons.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to see him taking anything as an existential threat to the Decepticons. Because, I don't know, this Megatron is extremely confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not even the kind who's going to, fly into a rage and call people fools. As we saw at the end of the last episode, he's just going to have you dragged off to be vivisected.
Yes. And that's the thing, is that makes it even more significant when he is actually showing fear like this. That's so unusual. He's usually just got everything so together, but nope, this is actually a pretty serious threat.
Wow.
So does that mean the Autobots might win? I guess we'll find out soon.
That's right. In the next episode, Alpha Omega.
Ooh. Dun dun dun.
But of course, until then, we are all over the internet. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and through our parent Icon Underground, we have a Patreon.
Yep, we are set up on patreon.com/IaconUnderground, where we we have patrons helping out with our hosting and other expenses. That is at, again, I am good at words tonight. Patreon.com/IaconUnderground. And this month for our Patreon special episode, guess what we're talking about? It's Endgame, because everybody is talking about Endgame.
Of course, you mean the hit Taylor Swift single?
I mean, the part of World of Warcraft where you reach the level cap, and then you're doing raids and stuff. And frankly, 3 hours is not a lot of endgame content. So.
Well, it could be just one really long raid. Or, wait a minute, how long does a raid I've never done a real raid. Just look for a raid.
Aw, sweetie, honey. No.
I don't want to do a real raid. Look for a raid is bad enough.
Be there all night. Anyway, so
yes, we are talking Avengers Endgame. We got stuff to say and feelings to express.
Yes. We are coping with our trauma from Infinity War along with everyone else, and we are ready to get our support group together to discuss it.
Mm-hmm. So, until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.